going. And we're off and running from Houston. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And they are all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Looking quickly here.
And the Lions first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Lions.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. They get 22 on that one, and that gives the Lions the first.
That's another.
They both know this pace can't continue, but they got to enjoy it as they can. And that football shouldn't go to anybody else until that defense proves it can stop it.
First down.
Big strike here to Williams. And he stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
4 yards. That's another Detroit
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Offense in the hurry up here.
Henry Toto on the stop.
They go play action with Goff. The back's got it. And in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Goff leading the offense back to the line. They're going for 2.
The Lions will set.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And that's brought in for 2, Brock. That's going to put them up 8-0. Well, evidently a touchdown wasn't enough for them. They further quiet this home crowd by adding the 2-point conversion.
You know what I love about this? I love it because coaches spend time all week saying we're going to be aggressive, we're going to go for it. But then you back it up with a decision like that. That's empowering your team in another team's building. What a start.
First give on the ground. It's Woody Marks. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
All right.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Catch made by Woody Marks. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
On the quick.
Stroud to throw on first down. Has a man downfield. It's Collins. And nothing doing after the catch, but a good gain on it. They're down to the 35. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
35-yard line.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Gets this one into the hands of Christian Kirk. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Texans finish off their opening drive. It's a Christian Kirk touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Return starts from the goal line. And he won't get to the 20. Out of bounds just before and around the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Play action here with Goff. Taken in by Williams outright. Gets some space around midfield. And he has it all the way inside the opposing 40. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
38-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. Free inside the 30. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a 7-point lead in the 1st. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
And he's got it, so they get the conversion, and that's going to extend their lead.
Texans 7.
Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure. And if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. Has a man, Dalton Schultz. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That play good for 17 on a 1st down. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
1st down, Stroud. Finds a seam down the middle. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down.
I tried to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Welcome back. Time for our 2nd quarter. The Texans with a chance to score. Shotgun now for Stroud. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
Another Texans 1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Marks. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Looking to throw, Stroud. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Texans cut the lead to just a field goal. Nico Collins with the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution. Quarterback's best friend, big targets in the red zone. Not many guys can match up and defend someone like him, and no surprise, it went right to him for the conversion.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start after 35. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Start on the ground with Gibbs. Powering his way forward a bit, give him about 6 there to begin this drive. Offense to the line fast. Off the play fake, here's Goff. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
It's out. Gibbs lost it on the hit. And the Texans have it. Not much added after the recovery, partner, so that is where they'll take possession from the fumble.
You know what separates good defenses from great? Good defenses find a way to get off the field. Great defenses find a way to take the ball away. What a great play to set their offense up with some mojo.
Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, let's go. 18, what's that?
Stroud off of play action. Well secured by Jaden Higgins. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. 16 yards on the play. And it sets up a Houston first.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To the air, Stroud. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'll be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
On 2nd down, Marks. They started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. Avonte Maddox up for that tackle.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Christian Kirk, the intended receiver. And it's 4th down. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it.
Oh, hey. 18, what's that?
Stroud from the pistol. And they get to him on 4th down. It's a sack and a turnover on down.
Coach is challenging to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
1st down throw from Goff. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kamario Lassiter with the pick. To get it inside the 45-yard line before the return goes out. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and 2 very different tones and tenors on these 2 sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
Wow, again they don't snap it before the play clock runs out. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. And again, Brock, the play clock expires. What is going on down there? Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap.
Hey, south. All right.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch, but then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Has it downfield, working the left. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line.
Pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, you do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they do it.
Touchdown, Houston! The Texans get some late points and the lead.
The play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. Route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Point after, up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans push their lead to 6.
Lions 16.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20.
20-yard line.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10.
DC, 20.
Back to work after throwing the pick. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Azeez Al-Shaair has it. And the Texans take over after returning it inside the red zone.
Intercepted. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go, let's go. 18, what's that?
Here's Stroud. Into the hands of Schultz. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
All right.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Has it at the 7. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans will add to their lead at the end of the half. And now, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his 4th first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a 2nd half to match this one. Fairbairn now for the PAT.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans bump the lead up to 13 points.
Lions 16.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And maybe making some better judgment here as he takes a knee and accepts the touchback. And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half.
Hey, 76.
Goff on 1st and 10. He put some juice on a deep throw. Brought in inside the 20. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions making a one-score game before halftime.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Houston calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Defense had a chance to scheme it up, now lined up to defend this drive.
The Lions will set up for the
Goff's going to throw for it. And he has it in the end zone for 2, and that's going to chip away a little bit at that deficit.
29, Lions 24.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
35-yard line.
This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. He's got a gain of 6 there. Tackled by Jack Campbell.
The tackle by Jack Campbell. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the
So that's the
41-yard
halfway
line.
point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. First half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10.
All right.
They'll start this drive with Marks. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
All right.
From the gun, Marks gets it. And that's good for a gain of 5. Terrion Arnold in on the stop.
You make that call, just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
That's caught for the first. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
All right.
Here's a handoff to Marks. And they'll surrender just a little yard. That brings up 2nd down.
Not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
How's the slide? Hot. 18. What's up?
They are running from the gun with Chubb. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Up the middle, it's Marks. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground. When he is stopped at the line, they're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
18. What's up?
We'll see them tackle 2nd and goal after the break. It's the Texans in possession of it, needing to preserve that lead over one final quarter. Still lined up at the 6. Here's 2nd and goal.
Oh, ready.
This time it's a passing play. Oh, he's got it. It's in close. And in for the Houston touchdown. The Texans stretch it to a 2-score game in the 4th. It's a Christian Kirk touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Goff off the play action. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it sets up 2nd down.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Off play action, Goff. Big strike here to Williams. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He's got it inside the 10. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dumps. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. That throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And the defender comes away with it. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr.
Okay, that's far from the first time we've seen him throw into the wrong team, but this one,